Well, what we mean is that we set ourselves certain goals for an intervention, and that at the end we see whether or not we reach them and how.
And why is it important in the context of climate change? I guess there's a lot of focus now on the levels of public funds that are being directed towards projects around the world. Why, from your perspective, is it important that some of these evaluations become a little clearer?
I think it's important for accountability purposes, as you point out already, but I think any evaluation in any field is important in that sense. The point with climate change and climate change adaptation is that it's a fairly new field, so we still need to learn as to what works and what doesn't work as an intervention, which is very context specific. And for that reason we need an evaluation to learn from, opposed to just accountability.
And I guess for adaptation in particular, it's pretty hard to work out whether something's been successful or not, because mitigation, I guess, is a bit easier. You can quantify it in terms of the CO2 reductions. How clear is it now across all the climate sector, how you can clearly evaluate how successful different adaptation projects can be?
I think with adaptation, climate change is a global project, but especially with adaptation, the solutions and the results that you're looking for are very much contextualized on the local level. As such, you won't have one M&E, one evaluation approach for adaptation interventions, and you will need to focus on the type of intervention you have, whether it's a community-based intervention, whether you're building up capacity on the government level to cope with future shocks and stresses, and based on those specific elements of the intervention you develop your M&E system.